back. Sheesh. I had to call Comcast and everything. I was right in the middle of reading on Joe Biden. When that happens, I have to wait until the live runs its course, and I had to call Comcast, and I'm going to wait till a few people show up. So that one live stream has finally ended, so I could start a new one. You're so awesome that you stick around. I don't always come back. They said they were going to work on it tonight on the street, so I think they just say that to placate us. When we last left our story, yeah, I'm back, yes. Because I hadn't finished our conversation. Couldn't just leave it hanging all night. We're back. I rebooted, I called Comcast. That's all I did. I mean, it's kind of out of my hands. I think I need to reboot every single time before I go on. Thank you. You're welcome back too. I was on Joe Biden. Okay. Before I was rudely interrupted by Comcast interrupting my service, I thought I'd go ahead and pay him too. Yes, we were talking about Joe Biden. Now I'm starting to want some watermelon because you guys are all talking about watermelon. So what I was saying was that how he's feeling now. He's pretty, like not happy that he's having to deal with fools. Joe Biden is really very, very aware that he's dealing with fascist fools. That's what we're going to call them from now on. We're going to call them fascist fools. And he understands that the United States of America is really slipping behind because of all this insanity with these foolish people. Nonetheless, he's very happy. I know, but you know what? I called Comcast and they're like, they won't even get me, like, I can't talk to a real person. Speaking of AI, Joe Biden is happy that this debt ceiling being raised, at least that's behind him. It looks good for his re-election campaign. But he's having to deal with these fools. And it's very sad, and I say it all the time, it's very sad how much we're missing, how many opportunities that we're missing to really deal with some challenging things that are going on in the world, So this is Joe Biden, knowing he's dealing with these fools, and he knows that we're missing opportunities to get ahead. We're falling behind. We can get a watermelon seed reading. I don't have any watermelons here. Yeah, that's the missed opportunity, the waste of time that's happening. So, yeah, but there's some good economic stuff going on too. I can use my phone. I used to do videos from my phone not connected to Wi-Fi. But I wouldn't be able to see what you're saying if I was on my phone. I have a lot of Wi-Fi issues. It's not fair, damn it! So that's what I was reading on Joe Biden. And while I was waiting, I clicked onto Midas Touch for a little bit, which you can probably go back and forth. And they were talking about Lauren Bogert. I had just expressed how much I cannot stand that woman. It's very bad. So, yeah, same with Verizon. Impossible to get a human on the phone. I'm going to get a human on the phone. I am. I know. I definitely should demand a refund. If I can get a human on the phone, I will. I know a guy on Main Street that's having many, many problems, and he's always calling them. So I think we're going to form be allies and form a little... Alright, the problem is not the router. The problem is the service where I am. At least we're together. We're going to stop complaining about it now. I hadn't read the tea leaves, so... The 2 million mail-in votes, yeah, thank you for reminding me. Bunch of criminals running this country. Okay, I'm doing the tea leaves too. Sorry if that's loud. I took my microphone off. Hang on. Let me fix that. Yes. We're here. Yes. Let me just fix something. I do have a little microphone. I don't even know if it makes a difference because I'm on this end. Ken Paxton. Almost forgot about him. What's the fate of Ken Paxton? I'm not even sure how long I was on before, so let's do like a half an hour. Yeah, I have heard Milu say that Elon would be like Howard Hughes. That makes sense, actually, from what I saw. I don't know if you can hear me any different, because I did buy a microphone, but I don't even know if it makes a difference. Yes, I'm still here. I'm back. It's my resurrection. I resurrected myself. The Ken Paxton. What's his fate? It's not good. I actually see him behind bars. Yeah. Great. I actually see Ken Paxton behind bars. Yeah. I put the microphone back on. I hadn't initially, but I just put it back. Ken Paxton. Tower card. I actually see him behind bars. I'm glad to be back, too. Sometimes I persist. Good. Knight of Cups. The justice is coming for Ken Paxton, but we know these things take time. The people in Texas are starting to come together, just like people in Florida are starting to come together. Yes, everyone's coming back. Yay, I'm so glad that you came back. Abbott's buddy, yep, Paxton and Abbott. I do have the Tower card. These plain crimes right in plain view must be held accountable. The criminals must pay for their crimes. Six of Cups, the guides are saying there's some Russian influence here too with Ken Paxton. Beto actually won. Yep, we pretty much have established that. And the Knight of Cups, this is justice coming for Ken Paxton. Let's ask, is Sir Ken Paxton, who thinks he's all like, I don't know, he thinks he's beautiful or something, is he going to serve prison time? Yes. He's going to prison. Paxton's going to prison. How long will it take? Will it take more than 1 year? It won't take more than 1 year. And Abbott and Rhonda Fascists are still doing their thing with the asylum seekers. At least it's not the dead of winter for those poor people. Literally poor people. And they call themselves Christians? Come on. Let's quickly read on Greg Abbott, because I do sense that things have shifted in a huge way for Greg Abbott since the Paxton debacle. And I had said the other day, remember I said it was like getting a run in your pantyhose. Like, Paxton being in trouble leads to many things. It's connected to many things. So it's just like you get the run in your pantyhose and it keeps going. Or you get the thread of the knitted sweater and you just pull it and it just keeps unraveling. Yes. Cruz, Abbott, and Paxton, the three crimeteers. Really big. Patrick needs to go to, I don't know as much about him. Let's read on Abbott. What's Abbott's fate? They're like glue. They're very connected. Paxton can't cover up the crimes anymore. Yes, then you put nail polish on. Yeah, you put. I use the pantyhose analogy. Then you put nail polish on it, and it doesn't last, and it keeps running. Right? Lasts for a little while, maybe the night, but not forever. Okay, this is Abbott. Abbott does not like being caught. That's for damn sure. Boy, the Tower card's coming up all over the place tonight. The Tower card for Abbott too. That's everything's falling apart. It's what I was just talking about. Everything's just falling apart. And the Three of Pentacles, Texas will be rebuilding. Oh yeah, Abbott to Satan and Paxton right into the tar pit. I see it. But we're talking about Texas right now, so Paxton and Abbott and Cruz. Texas is going to start rebuilding. You know, Texas has got, Texas doesn't just have all that oil, which is finite, by the way. This is the Llewellyn deck. Texas doesn't only have big oil, it also has a lot of green technology. This is the deck, the Llewellyn, beautiful deck. Remember when Cruz was at the border hiding in the bushes? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, all the criminals are being held accountable. But it's kind of like with these guys, it just started. The accountability just happened. Just started happening. Let's read on Beto since we're talking about Texas. I'm getting the word senator when I think about Beto. Will Beto run for Senate and win in Texas? Oh, big strong yes. Big strong yes. Yeah, these are the same cards I was just using. They are pretty. Sometimes I switch it up, but I'm liking these tonight. Let's read on Lauren Bogert, since I was just talking about her. You guys are making me hungry. I don't think I have any snacks. When will Congress be ethical and honest? You know, what I get about that is that, remember earlier, before my Wi-Fi quit, I was saying that I'm not going to predict something terrible and dire. I'm just going to say that when Americans get afraid enough, they'll start clinging to one another. Lauren Bogert. Something about Lauren Bogert being connected to Trump is going to come out into the open. I would think that would be Marjorie Taylor Greene. Page of Wands is justice. These two cards indicate for Lauren Bogert, justice is coming for her. Justice is coming for Bogert. I've always gotten that. And it has something to do with her association with Trump. She was in on something with Trump. I feel like Bogert, you know, you'd think I'd be talking about Marjorie, but I feel like this is more about Bogert. Because Marjorie was in meetings. Well, I was talking about Trump. I know that people were saying that Ted Cruz and Lauren Bogert had this kind of escort situation going on back in the day. I'm feeling like Bogert was in cahoots with Trump on something. Huh. Okay, let me read a little bit more on that. Because I hadn't really seen that before so clearly. It's about January 6th. It's about, I feel like Bogert was aware of those meetings. Yeah, there's a lot of pain coming. There's a lot of pain coming for Lauren Bogert. Yeah, there's a lot of it. This is deep pain coming for Lauren Bogert. She thinks that she's fooling people. I'm back too, Kathy. Just have to hold Comcast's feet to the fire. I'm on it. Five of Swords. Lauren Bogert is in for big hurt. Legally. And the Six of, yeah, here is, because she's also connected to January 6th too. I see Bogert like, you're out of here. Just like I said about Paxton, you're out. Trying to be safe at home base. You're out of here. They did a tour of the Capitol on January 5th. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. It feels wrong to be happy about that. It feels wrong to be happy that justice will be served. Makes me happy. it's wrong to be happy about that. I mean, it's like people go, "Oh, you shouldn't want for people to suffer." We want justice. We don't want people to suffer at the hands of these stupid, idiot, narcissistic, sociopathic criminals, right? Do you really feel sorry for Lauren Bogert? Damon, do you really feel sorry for her? You know, do you really feel sorry for her? What's in my tea? Well, nothing at all. Just in my teacup there are tea leaves that seem to be wanting to be on just one side of the cup. Lauren Bobert's soul chose this. I'm sorry. I have no sympathy. Annette, is there sympathy? Do you feel sorry for her? Do you feel like crying for Lauren? It's not coming. It's not happening. Somebody's saying the government knows who the bomber is. Are you talking about the pipe bomber? It was her mother calling out directions to the... Yes, that's true. Yeah, Bogert, let's ask... I see her in such giant trouble with the law. Do you think she's not eating now? She's skinny as a rail? She's going to be skinnier. Is Lauren Bogert facing prison time? She's facing prison time. Well, the plot thickens now, doesn't it? Is it going to be this year that she's facing prison time? It's going to be this year. Okay, should we ask about Marjorie Trader Green next, just because we're on the topic of the Party of Fascists? I'm glad you guys came back. Pretty good crowd here. For, you know, for me having abandoned you. Bobert's husband is going... Yes, I already got that he's going to prison. Were you here on Friday? Lauren Bobert's... Is it Jason? Or it's going to... Yeah. Yeah. Marjorie Taylor Greene is poor. I said that the other day. Marjorie Taylor Greene doesn't have the insurrection diet. I think it's funny. You don't have to retract it. Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Trader Green. Gosh. The Two of Cups keeps coming up. The cards of the night are the Two of Cups, the Tower, and the High Priestess. And all those sword cards, too. They just keep coming up, and I'm shuffling. Marjorie Taylor Greene. About Marjorie Taylor Greene. This is... Okay, these people are squirming, like the Jim Jordans, the Marjorie Taylor Greenes, and Matt Gaetz, too. They're squirming because they don't know what the DOJ knows. We're all one. Bobert's mistakes, actions should make us reflect. No, sorry, I'm not. You overestimate my ability to empathize with a criminal. You just... I can't find it. I'm looking. Do I feel sad for Lauren Bogert? No. Do I feel sad for Marjorie Trader Green? No. All they do... Would they feel sad for me if I was in that position? Which I wouldn't be, because I can't even lie. I'm a Sag. We are bad liars. I would be... You would know. If I was lying to you, you would just know. You'd be like, you're so lying. Anyway, the two of Cups keeps coming up for these people, and this is indicative of they're looking for support. They're looking like, where can I find support? Where can I find support? Where can we find support? I know that you reap what you sow. They should know. Goes around, comes around. A crime is a crime. It's not like I'm indicting them. Crime is a crime. I'm glad we have a justice system, and we're going to start seeing a lot. If you watch our show from last week, me and Kathy, the astrology is in this month, all the chips are going to start falling. Yeah, crazy, isn't it? So Marjorie Trader Green is, she must be being sued up the wazoo. Corrective action should take place. Being sad of someone's unfortunately demise doesn't mean punishment. Corrective action should take place. Damon, are you drinking the vodka watermelon? Corrective action should take place. The priestesses, they don't know what the DOJ knows, and it's unnerving to them. Marjorie Taylor Greene must be getting sued, because I keep getting that. I keep getting that she's out of money and not happy. Okay, so what's really pressing that we have to read on? 20 minutes has gone by already. That's shocking to me. We're going to read on China. We're going to see if China is going to still keep pushing the envelope. What's going on with President Xi? What I get what's going on, oh, your baby deer left your backyard? Well, baby deers are supposed to leave your backyard. Baby deers don't live with you. So I would consider that a good birthday gift. And the baby deer, had greener pastures and forest to roam. Happy birthday. Yeah, well, maybe that broke her. Marjorie Taylor Greene bought Kevin McCarthy's chapstick. I still want to get to the bottom of it. What was that about? What was that? She's got serious problems financially. Okay, so I'm reading on President Xi in China, and what I really am getting is that, I'm reading on how much more brazen China's going to get with the United States. But when I tune into him, I feel like President Xi is very concerned about the internet for some reason. It's weird. Oh, thank you. Be Grateful is giving me tips for calling Comcast. Oh, gross. Who said herpes? Carrie saying herpes. Did anybody get to the bottom of why Marjorie Taylor Greene paid $100,000 for Kevin McCarthy's chapstick? Maybe if she had asked him for it, he would have just given it to her for free. But she's definitely having money problems. Anyway, back to China. President Xi, for some reason, when I tune into him and I'm asking about, are they going to just keep being so brazen with threatening the United States? It's the scary times we live in. I feel like he's very concerned about the internet. It's really weird. Russia was trying to cut internet lines under the ocean. Yeah, I remember that. But why would China be worried about that? Where did the money come from? Oh, from Marjorie? Sorry, we're going back and forth. We always do that. President Xi. He's afraid that he's going to not be king anymore if the internet... What is he so afraid of with the internet? When I think about it, I get that he wants to keep down the young people, especially... I think he's going to try to shut down the internet. Huh. Anne, are you having cake for your birthday? Okay, so let me clarify what I'm getting about China, because I was asking why they're being so brazen with their threats to the United States, intercepting our military when we're in international waters. This is my nail polish. I don't know what the brand is. Anyway, I thought it was a different brand. He's afraid, President Xi is afraid of looking dumb. So he wants to shut down the internet. He wants to shut down the young people in China. And he's very concerned about information coming through the World Wide Web. Remember we used to call it that? We started out by talking about the old days. He wants to control the narrative. That's a really complex issue. Yeah, like Tiananmen Square. It's you think that it's time for that according to ancient prophecy? Well, it's threatening. They're trying to have a reason to go to war. Well, I know. Well, that's kind of a given, right? I mean, we all know that that's why they do that. Like Ukraine, we can read on that too. What I have felt in Putin's war is starting to happen now. I do want to read on that. So what Russia does, remember the drone strike? That was Russia. That was an inside job to get the Russian people more on board so they could say Ukraine did it, and Ukraine didn't do that, nor did the United States. So we know that China would do something. They're being provocative, right? Yeah, saber rattling. They're being provocative. They're doing that so that they can justify attacking. They just handed it to me. So they can justify attacking Taiwan. Is Xi planning to attack Taiwan? Is that the plan? It hasn't been decided yet. This is testing the waters, as they say. Literally. Literally. He can turn on satires to open info communication for Chinese citizens being blocked. Yeah, see, this is getting really big. It's getting like, whoa, what a rabbit hole. Elon Musk can turn on satires to open info. Do you mean satires? To open information communication for Chinese citizens being blocked line Musk did for Ukraine. Okay, I'm going to try to use my interpretation skills, but it's something like that. Ukraine is doing a secret strike on Russia. I'm trying to sift through all the stuff that's coming in. It's a day like that. It is a day like that. It's like, whoa, and then there's all, it's just like there's the complexities of what we're dealing with right now is just, it's mind-boggling. But I do feel like China is attempting to provoke the United States to strike. Yes. And because Joseph R. Biden is our president of the United States, that's not what the United States is going to do. The United States is more likely and will go the sanctions route. Yeah, they might be mad because we shot down the balloon, but it's like, that's the narcissistic way. We can do whatever we want. We can do whatever we want, and then they get mad when you call them out for the crimes. So it's happening everywhere, right? So, well, wait and see. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw an attempted strike on Taiwan. Elon is a spy also, too. So, I mean, maybe my dream about Elon that I was watching his funeral was literal. Bobo is toast, yeah. Yeah, Lauren Bogert. Yeah, man. Ukraine. Okay, so what's starting to happen is, it's so sad. That's why I always say, during Church of Spirituality, China's getting aggressive because they're in a corner. We pray for the Russian people too. We do. We pray for the Russian people too because they don't know what's going on. They've been brainwashed, and it's not all of them. There are many, many Russians that protested. And the rest have been brainwashed by state TV. Think Fox times a million, right? Putin is gone, now they're taking up Russian tactics. It's the same mentality. Let's ask if Elon is a spy. He certainly is in a position to be a spy. For entertainment purposes only. I don't think Elon watches my channel. Joan, we've been talking about that. Were you here? Oh, June 6th will be the 79th anniversary of D-Day. Do you remember when Trump was posing as president, when he went over to commemorate the anniversary of D-Day, and he didn't want to go to the cemetery because, I think it was that, I'm pretty sure it was that day. Yeah, remember? And he didn't want to go because it was raining out. What a loser. And then he sat there in an interview with the gravestones behind him at Normandy. I think that was Normandy. When Trump sat there and all he did was talk about how horrible Nancy Pelosi is. He's such a weirdo. Is Elon Musk a spy? Yeah. Yes. It was too rainy that day. That's what. Maybe it's common knowledge, but I'm asking if Elon Musk is a spy for entertainment purposes only, and I have a huge yes. And let's remember, the video before it conked out, that's the first thing I was reading. It's the first thing that I started to read on. And he's feeling isolated and like he's... Remember, when I read on Elon earlier, I got the Hermit card, which means feeling isolated, and I got the 8 of Cups, which means he's regretting his past deeds. Elon might melt in the rain? Oh. Well, I was talking about Trump and when Trump wouldn't go to the ceremony, and I think it was at Normandy. Let's read on Twitter real quick. Oh yeah, Elon's a spy. It was Normandy. Thank you. Do you remember that? He sat there in an interview. The gravestones were all behind him. The soldiers' tombstones were behind him, and he was complaining about Nancy Pelosi. Ronnie Sloth, how you doing? It was weird. It was weird. Elon's a spy. I froze again? Don't say that! Alrighty, let's see. I'm gonna read on. I think someone's gonna put the kibosh on. I'm not frozen now, I hope. I'm gonna get very angry if I'm still frozen. Oh no, Amanda, Elon's a spy. And this is what I'm going to ask. Is his life at risk? Yeah, you'd hire him as a spy because he has tech awareness. Okay. Is he under a threat? I mean, like, is he on someone's hit list? No. Okay, I was just curious. I'm mad at Comcast right now, that's for damn sure. There's no reason why on Main Street I should have this many internet problems. And then they're like, oh, well, we'll be working on it from 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. Yeah, sure. They didn't do anything. They just say that. Is Elon a citizen of the United States? I think he has dual citizenship. I think he does. Do you guys want to ask me anything? I'm asking you if you want to ask me anything because there's so many things. You love my rants. I've been pretty good tonight. I haven't ranted too bad. Too badly. Kevin McCarthy? You got a message that YouTube crashed? Really? You mean during my live stream? He doesn't, so Elon doesn't have dual citizenship? Is that what you're saying? Let me see. You're in the furthest, most remote. You're on Hawaii and you're not frozen. Oh, good, good, good. Thank you, Queen of Corey. I appreciate that. How's Hawaii today? Yeah, it depends on people's internet. I am going to demand a refund. I am. I'm always late paying them. I let it build up. It's like, I'm not paying them. I'm not paying Comcast. He has Canadian, South African, and U.S. citizenship. Yeah. He's got a lot of citizenships. Is Paxton going to take Abbott down? I just read on that, and the answer is yes. What did Jack and Trump's lawyers talk about? I reread on that too. In a nutshell, what they talked about was that the lawyers weren't going to get anything that they wanted. When they sat with... No, Ivana fell down the stairs. We read on that many times. When Trump's lawyers met with Jack Smith today, they became fully aware that they have no power. Okay, that's what I was going to read. Okay, let's kind of wrap things up a little bit with, and the tea leaves are coming. So, all right, we're going to go a little bit longer. How's the fascist doing? No worries, Amanda. Don't worry about it. It's always beautiful there, right? It's always beautiful in Hawaii. We're on to fascist. Carrie Lake, maybe we... you know what? I can't even go that far down the road. Is Carrie Lake going to be Trump's VP? Trump's going nowhere. Let's be real. Let's be real. If you were with me at the very start, I was reading about the criminal, the traitor who was in prison, was sentenced to 15 consecutive life sentences. No, Catherine, Ivana was not drugged. I mean, she might have been on prescription drugs. We're on to fascist. The fool is back! And there's Casey. And this is a card of many, many, many. Ron is not having it. This is like an up. For Ron the fascist, what he's going through with his campaigning right now is like he's pushing a peanut with his nose up a mountain. He's got a long road ahead, Ron the fascist, and the Fool card is coming up. He's looking foolish. His wife is going to start being the one doing all the talking. Wait and you see. Casey's going to be the one doing all the talking, and Ron's going to stand there like an idiot. He's got a very challenging time coming. I've been telling you, I don't see Ron going any further than August. Is Ron the fascist still going to be on the campaign trail? And he's talking about Ivana again. He's allergic to peanuts? Isn't that funny? I would say that. Or are you just saying that? Is Ron's campaign going to continue past summertime? No. Is it going to be for legal reasons, because of legal issues? Is that... Yeah, I'm seeing Ron... And the guys are giving me the sense, too, that once one person gets indicted for a certain thing, to be, you know, like held accountable, then the rest follow. I don't see Trump being allowed to run for president. I don't. Let me just tell it to you. The way that I sees it, I don't see Trump continuing to campaign for president. What are you guys saying? Yeah, you're talking about Ivana. All right, I will give you my impression. You went to renew your driver's license, the computer froze for 30 minutes, and you came back and it was working. Maybe we're having solar flares. Yes, Ivanka is angry at her dad. That started a long time ago. And especially after her mom died. Especially after that. You think the Satan is in big trouble? Yes, I just read that. He's in big trouble. His campaign, I don't see Trump's campaign continuing, and yeah, the rest will follow. It's like once you see somebody being indicted for a criminal, like Ken Paxton, what he did, he threw away, which election was that? He threw away 2 million votes. I can't believe I don't know that. I just heard about, I guess it's too much news to keep up with. Can somebody post from the presidential election? He threw away 2 million. Was it 2 million votes? What did he do with them, or is that a question that we want to look at? What did he do with the votes? Remember they were accusing the Democrats of dumping ballots in the river? Remember when Trump was like, the problem with the elections is the ballots. Does anyone remember that? Solar flares. Okay. The love of your life is one what? Is one what? He threw away 2 million mail. Where did he throw them? Where did the votes go? Where did the ballots go? I have gotten that Ivana's ashes would be exhumed and she would be given a proper burial. Strong good vibes from. It was a governor election. Oh, okay. Thank you, Sunshine. I've been saying for a long time that Beto won. It was just so clear he was going to. Wow. I'm just like overwhelmed with the news. He flushed them down the toilet. We don't know. Okay, so somebody was asking me to, going back to Trump, what happened with those Iran, like the plans? I'm sure we have plans for war, just to have the plans there. So where did the plans for war on Iran go? You know what I mean? Like the military has plans. Will someone less evil run for the Republican Party for president? That's a good question. We're still trying to figure out what happened to those 2.5 million mail-in ballots. There was a map too. I'm totally lost. We're asking about that Iran document, that secret document. Kerry is bringing up DeSantis took away 250,000 Medicaid benefits from Floridians. What happens next? Will he be sued? I read on DeSantis minutes ago, and he's in huge legal trouble. And I don't see his campaign continuing. We're going to look for the documents about Iran that mysteriously vanished after Trump was heard on a recording waving them around and saying, I've got this secret document that I shouldn't have. The Iran war plans are missing. Oh, there was also a map. The Iran document is supposed to be at Bedminster? Well, let's ask that. DeJoy has a ballot, so you're making me wonder. He might. Wait. One question at a time, Annette. Let's do this first. Did DeJoy help to hide? We're going to ask this first. Did DeJoy help to hide those mail-in ballots? Not really. Not directly, anyway. I've never gotten that there's anything in Ivana's coffin. I feel like I've answered that 1,000 times. The Iran, no, I don't see that. Were the Iran documents sold? No. Well, that's good. For entertainment purposes only. We're looking at the whereabouts because that's our job on the Psychic News Network. We have to find things. Where the Iran documents, does somebody in the military know where they are? No. Wow. We're asking about the documents about Iran. I don't know. I don't know, Sarah. I just, I do psychic work and I always have gotten, you don't have to shut up. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you the answer. That's all. That I never have seen. I've been asked so many times and I've never ever seen any documents in Ivana's coffin. Maybe Trump has a one tiny minuscule bit of a conscience or something. Does Trump know where the Iran documents are? Absolutely, he knows where they are. He knows where the documents are buried, I want to say. But not in Ivana's tomb. Are those documents in Bedminster? Nope, they're not in Bedminster. Did a spy steal them from Mar-a-Lago? Nope. No, I just got that they're not there. No, I just got no, the document's not at Bedminster. But you're saying the coffin was very heavy for just an urn? Do you know how heavy the Queen's coffin was? It was lined with lead. What were they talking about? Are you guessing they were talking about that today with the lawyers? Anyway, the reason we're still here is we're asking where those Iran documents are. I got not Bedminster. No, they're not. People, can you please stop talking about the coffin? Donald Trump knows where they are. And they're not in the freaking coffin. I'm not going to say it again. You know I love you guys, and I'm from the Northeast. I'm just going to blame it on that. Did Trump sell them? He didn't sell them either. He knows where they are. Does Jared know where they are? Does Jared know where those documents are? Yes. That's about all that I'm going to give you for now. Jared knows where they are. Because we just spent way too much time on this talking about coffins. It's my fault, not yours. Oh, does Don Jr. know too? The dog ate them? No, they do exist. Does Don Jr. know where they are? No. Don Jr. is not bright enough to even think about finding things out. Jared. It went to Jared. Yeah, Jared knows. Well, what I'm getting is Jared knows. We can look at it again next time. It's just, I don't think I've ever done a PNN with so much stuff to be sifted through. Is he using them to stay out of prison? I don't see how that would work. No. I'm just going to ignore anything that says COFFIN. I'm just going to ignore it. I'm letting you know. Yes, I have seen Jared going to jail. Is Jared going? It is Jack Smith going to indict Jared for the $2 billion for that whole thing with the Saudis. Oh yeah, that's Jack Smith's specialty. That's his specialty. Are the documents still intact? It looks like no. Okay, so in conclusion of this topic, it looks like the documents were destroyed, but Jared knows about them. Were they copied before they were destroyed? And they were copied before they were destroyed. The documents were destroyed, but they were copied before they were destroyed. Is Iran going to, is Iran upset about this? Yes, of course. Everybody pray and intend that we are safe and protected. It's going to get better. People, can you please put it to rest? I'm not reading on Ivana anymore. I spent hours reading on Ivana and that whole thing. Okay, how do we want to, we want to go to the cup, to the teacup. And in the teacup, I actually have to look at, because the tea leaves are really, this is kind of how tonight is felt. It's like all this information scrambling around. It's very complex. Yes, these are tea leaves. Joanna, that's fun. Joanna gets the laugh of the night. They should put what to a vote? Bear with me. Hang on. Because I want to take a look at this. I have the Sun and Venus. Love of country. I know, the other night I saw a whale, then you all started talking about because I hadn't seen a whale in the cup before, and you all were starting to say something about a whale. It was a good thing. It does look like a bouquet of flowers. Yeah. But I'm seeing this as I'm kind of looking at what's underneath it. We have a sun rising. I don't know why, but we're going to see love of country come back. I definitely see an angel. I see a boat and an angel, and I see indictments. I do. I see indictments coming, and the sun is like, things are going to get illuminated around all the legal issues that are happening. And Venus, the planet of love, you have to go back to that video from the other day, from Friday, about the whale, because I don't remember what I said. It's hard for me to remember everything. What I said about the whale, but I think it was pretty positive. You're all reading the tea leaves. It's great. You see a beautiful tree. I see a moon. I see a lady dancing. And this is around Venus and the sun. This is going to be a good week. It's going to be a good week. Keep your faith. I know that we're looking at a lot of scary things right now, but because there's so much activity in Venus, I see an angel. I see those documents and the light being shown on the documents. You see an eagle. Did you ever hear my story about when I was so distraught? It was during one of the impeachment hearings, and I was so distraught about the state of the United States, and I was talking to my guides. My guides talk to me on my walks. And I was like, what's going to happen to the United States? I'm so worried. And I saw a bald eagle. I'd never seen a bald eagle. They don't come around here. And I saw a bald eagle. Yeah, the documents could be on a USB drive with Jared. I do get that Jared knows where they are, but the actual original documents were destroyed. I feel like they were ripped up into many pieces. Maybe Trump swallowed them. So, I don't have my book handy. Hang on. Hang on a second. Don't leave yet. Oh my God, look how long we've been on. They got a new technology. They're on a ginger mint. We probably shouldn't joke about that, but a new beginning, a sense of rebirth, or a fresh start are signified by what we're seeing. Okay, it's like I was saying. See that the sun indicates a new start, and this is the start of criminals facing justice. Thank you, Betty. You're so sweet, and thank you for your donations and your thumbs up. It's going to feel really sweet to see people being held accountable. The beginnings of that. So fly like an eagle. You have an eagle's nest behind your house? Really? Bald eagles? I think that's everything. We got interrupted. Yes. Glory, hallelujah. Hang on to it's like a roller coaster ride. Hang on. Buckle in. We're going to be okay. We just have to keep our thoughts going in the right direction. Oh, and as far as Ukraine and Putin's war in Ukraine, what's starting to happen is now the Russians are starting to feel the similar pain to the Ukrainians for the first time ever, which is horrible. Which is horrible in terms of the suffering. A lot of the Russian people will start to notice that they've been lied to. They'll start to wake up and understand that their brothers and sisters in Ukraine have been under attack by their evil leader for a long time. Things are going to change. I feel like by the end of the summer, the situation in Ukraine will be completely different. We did read the tea leaves one night, and we saw lots and lots of help for Ukraine, making a huge difference. So keep the faith, everybody. Thank you for coming back after I got knocked off my Wi-Fi. Thank you for coming back. I did hear from a few people that solar flares, and somebody said YouTube crashed. So we shall see. Love and light. Keep praying. Tomorrow we have 20 on Tuesdays. Please sign up. Go to grassrootsofdemocracy.com and sign up for everything that we're doing. We're not going to pressure you. We just want you to be with us. Thank you. I love you. And we'll see you soon. Namaste. Be good to yourselves. See you Wednesday.